if those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anything. That's what it is.
Peace, everybody. It's your boy. Let's talk. We're back with another video. All right, man. So Donald Trump, he issues a stern warning to Hamas hostage takers, and a lot of people are worried about it right now. They saying that he's alluding to things like World War III and starting all sorts of chaos. So I haven't checked the video out for myself, but we about to check it out now, and then of course I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. All right. So no more wasting time. Let's see what he's talking about.
Please. Good afternoon, Mr. President. It's good to see you again. Two questions about Syria and the ongoing war in Gaza. About Syria, the Pentagon disclosed last month the U.S. has some 2,000 troops in Syria. That's almost double the number initially we were told, 900. Will you keep that troop capacity the same upon taking? Well, I won't tell you that because that's part of a military strategy. But I will say it was Turkey.
Right.
Turkey's been after that country in different names and different forms and shapes for 2,000 years. Those people that went in are from Turkey. And President Erdogan is a friend of mine. He's a guy I like, respect. I think he respects me also. He's the one that didn't go after certain people after I requested that he not. You know who I'm talking about, the Kurds. I don't know how long that's going to, because they're natural enemies. They hate each other. But he didn't do that yet. And he didn't do it in the past also. He started, and I said, please don't do that, and he didn't do it. So, but if you look at what happened with Syria, Russia was weakened, Iran was weakened,
Yeah.
and he's a very smart guy. And he sent his people in there through different forms and different names, and they went in and they took over, and that's the way it is. Do you have concerns about HTS taking control? By the way, I have the envoy here. Is that in the back? Standing with my son, Eric, Steve Woodcoff, who's just got back from the Middle East, and he's done a fantastic job. He's a great deal maker. I said, what we need there is a deal maker, because nobody makes a deal. We have people that understand where the rivers are and where the meats and bounds are, but they can't talk. They can't make deals. Steve's done a great job. I just want to thank you, Steve. You've been working endlessly for months, and he's working specifically on the hostages, trying to get them back. Steve, come up for a second. Maybe you might want to say a couple of words. I didn't know Steve was going to be here, actually. He's done a fantastic job, and it's a dangerous job too, and we appreciate it.
All right, so
he
far
didn't know about
I
this kind
don't
of
see nothing
danger
about
and
no
the other
World
deal
War III.
making he does. Now he sees a lot of big danger. Come on up, Steve. Yeah, just 1 second, Steve. I'm going to give you a little report on the hostages, if I can. Steve? Thank you very much. Wow. Well, I think we're making a lot of progress, and I don't want to say too much because I think they're doing a really good job back in Doha. I'm leaving tomorrow back to go to Doha, but I think that we've had some really great progress, and I'm really hopeful that by the inaugural, we'll have some good things to announce on behalf of the president. I actually believe that we're working in tandem in a really good way, but it's the president, his reputation, the things that he has said that are driving this negotiation, and so hopefully it'll all work out and we'll save some lives.
Okay.
I believe we've been on the verge of it. I don't want to discuss sort of what's delayed it. There's no point to be negative in any way. But I think it's the president, his stature, what he said he expects, the red lines he's put out there. That's driving this negotiation.
Right. Because they know Trump don't play.
I'm going back probably this evening or tomorrow night. Before January 20th, or is that something that's likely to happen? If there's a deal even at all, we've been hearing this now for the better part of. I know. I would say better be right. I would say
Yeah,
that
yeah. He
the
said they
president
better be. You heard that?
is exasperated. I don't want to talk for him, but look, I don't know anyone who delegates better than President Trump. He gives us a lot of authority to speak on his behalf, and he exhorts us to speak emphatically. And emphatically means you better get it, you better do this, because the alternative.
The alternative ain't
No,
gonna be.
I think they heard him loud and clear.
It's
You
not
better
gonna
get
be
done by the
good.
inaugural. When you say all hell before I take office, all hell must be paid if they don't release the hostages. Do I have to define it for you? All hell will break out. If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say it anymore. That's what it is. They should have never been the attack of October 7th. People forget that.
Right.
But there was. And many people are killed. They're no longer hostages. I have people from Israel and others calling, begging me to get, we had also people there from the United States, just so you know. They're holding some so-called hostages from the U.S. But I've
Okay,
had
so they got
mothers
American
come to me
citizens
and
there
fathers
too.
crying, can I get the body of their son back? Can I get the body of their daughter back? That beautiful girl where they threw her in the car, pulled her by her ponytail and threw her in the car like she was a sack of potatoes. I said, what happened
Mm.
to her? Sir, she's dead. Like a 19, 20-year-old beautiful girl. And the way they treated her. And I just say it just very simply. Steve's got a job to do. He's a great guy, great negotiator, great person. They respect him over there already. It's what we needed over there. We have people that know everything about the Middle East, but they can't speak properly. They don't know. He's a great negotiator.
He's
That's
like
what I
they can't
needed. We
speak
could have
English.
sent that gentleman right over there who's saying he's a great negotiator. There are people. They're rare. Great negotiators are very rare, like a great surgeon. But we have the right person. But I tell this, I don't want to hurt the negotiation. If the deal isn't done before I take office, which is now
Mm-hmm.
going to be 2 weeks, all hell will break out in
Mm.
the Middle East. Thank you, Mr. President. You've done a great job. Thank you.
Mm. Mm. Yo, y'all heard that? 2 weeks. They only got 2 weeks over there, and if the hostages not let go, all hell will be breaking loose. And quite frankly, I think they're gonna let them hostages go because it's one thing that you can say about Trump, like him or not. People know he say what he mean. That's why once he was elected, you start hearing talks about Ukraine and Russia wanting to sit down and have negotiations. You starting hearing about China's President Ping Ching, he wanting to start having negotiations. You start hearing about Kim Jong Un wanting to settle down and wanting to have a meeting with Donald Trump because they know that he don't play, but they know that he's fair too. He's fair, but he's firm. And as long as y'all play right by the rules, then he's willing to work with you. That's the cool thing about him. But if y'all on some shady nut stuff, then he gonna be on some shady nut stuff right along with you. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to take place. Now, at the time I'm making this video, it's January 8th, late, so it might be uploaded on YouTube January 9th. But that means they have a little less than 2 weeks, and hell will be breaking loose, just like Trump said. So I'm, I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. So we're just going to wait and see. But it is what it is. That's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.